Hello, this is Jacob from Kayhan Audio. This is the 2010 to 2015 Hyundai iLoad head unit we have. Now, this unit will be going into a 2011 Hyundai iLoad today. We're just going to open it up and take a look at all the contents of the inside, the screen, the unit, absolutely everything. And from there, we can show you how everything works. Then your head units will pop right out. Is the 9-inch head unit for the Hyundai iLoad, and this will just clip and slide right into where the we take out the old stereo. So as you can see, very sleek unit. Doesn't have too much fascia, so it's perfectly just a screen. We're going to pop this aside right here, and we're going to look at the contents of the units. The RCAs. So with the RCAs, it comes with a SIM card slot for you to put a data SIM in and basically use that for Wi-Fi and data for the unit, so you don't need to actually hotspot the unit any longer, but you can still do that. Importantly, we got our main power harness. This is what will connect to the factory port of the vehicle on this end, and this will go to the back of the unit. Next, we provide you with multiple power harnesses just in case the first one doesn't fit. Different models require different power harnesses. So here is our 4G antenna. As I showed you before on the RCA cable, sorry, give me one moment. The RCA cables your SIM card slot. In order to use the SIM card, you're going to need a 4G signal, which this antenna right here is what you will require to connect in to get that comfortable. As long as it's not covered by any metal, you should be all good. Next, we've got our GPS aerial right here. We have an inbuilt GPS on all of our units. Over here, we've got our 2 USB ports. So those 2 of them we provide you with. And there's one factory one, as you can see on the back of the head unit right here. One aftermarket reversing camera plug. With this reversing camera plug, this is for all the aftermarket connections. Just in case you stock standard have an aftermarket reversing camera and you're afraid to lose the function of that, you can actually connect that aftermarket reversing camera you already have to our unit right through this connection here, or connect in one of our ones, or however you'd like. The unit is fixed, and last we got our Wi-Fi antenna. With this Wi-Fi antenna, what it does is it basically picks up all the Wi-Fi's in the area, hotspots, Wi-Fi, absolutely anything, just so you can connect to Wi-Fi and browse the internet, browse anything you'd like. And lastly, we got our aftermarket microphone. So with this aftermarket microphone, a lot of our units have the factory microphone option, but if you do not, we provide you with the high quality aftermarket microphone anyway. This will plug up to the back of the unit and wire it up in a driver's side wherever you're comfortable, and should be good to go, and it picks up quite well. And last, again, we have our manual. So this is not a installation manual, this is a complete user guide manual. So right here, so you have all the sections, and if you have any questions or anything like that, I recommend taking a good read of these if you're stuck anywhere or you're curious about anything. This little booklet will help you out with everything. Anyway, that is all the contents of the box today. We're going to be taking this to the 2011 Hyundai we have outside, the iLoad, and we're going to be putting it in. You guys will see how it's done, how it functions, and how it works, and I'll catch you guys later.
So to install the Kayhan Audio Head unit, we have to take out the factory head unit along with both the air vents and some of the plastics. So to do that, all you need to have is a plastic panel removal tool and a Phillips head screwdriver. Of a plastic panel removal tool, try to unclip the plastic and remove the cable at back of the panel. Got 3 screws at the bottom of the unit. You'll find them as soon as you remove the bottom plastic panel. And that's it. You can pull the plastic frame out, which should unclip gently. At the back of the frame, you have few plugs that have to be removed before taking out the panel. One is at the top, three at the bottom. So I've unplugged all the three cables from the bottom of the panel, and it's good to go. So removing the plastic fascia on the unit, we have to remove the unit itself. So there are 4 screws, Phillips head screws, at the 4 corners of the unit, so we have to remove them. So pull out the unit, and we have 3 cables at the back. One is the radio antenna, and other 2 are the power harness plugs, which ought to be removed as well. To fix the Kayhan Audio Head unit into the factory fascia, all you need to do is just push the unit in from the top so that it should clip in. And that's it. So now we have to connect the power loom which we got in the package to the cables which we removed from the unit. And this is the reverse triggering cable. As you can see on the label, it's mentioned back, or it would be mentioned as reverse, so to which you have to connect the reversing camera cable, which we have to run the cable behind the airbags and behind the steering wheel all the way up to the unit. These are the 2 USB cables which we get them in the package, and in the Hyundai iLoad we do not have enough space to run the cables behind the glove box, so we have to make a small hole so that the cable fits in the hole and can be connected at the back of the unit. This is a GPS signal receiver which we got in the package, and it has to be installed at the place where it can be secured to receive a good signal strength. It has got a 3M double-sided tip at the back, so it can be sticked on a flat surface. As I said, the cables must be run behind the steering wheel with the help of a plastic thong or similar kind of tools. So this is an external microphone which is supplied in the package, and it would be an optional even though if you have a factory microphone installed in your car. And I found this as an ideal place to stick the microphone so that it can not get affected with the external breeze. Next we have to connect these RCA cables which we got in the box. It comes with a SIM card tray if you want to put a SIM card in it, which can get the unit connected to the internet without the external hotspots. And this is our unit, and we have to connect few cables at the back. Let's start with the 3 factory cables which we removed from the back of the unit. And this is the power loom which gets connected at the left side of the unit. This is the microphone, and we have got a 4-pin USB and a 6-pin USB to be connected at the back of the unit. And the RCA cables. And this is the reversing camera plug which we get in the package. As you can see here, the 4G, Wi-Fi, GPS and the radio cables have their dedicated slots to connect them at the back of the unit. And that's it. Lock the unit back into the position so that it clips in the exact position. Put back all the 3 screws that you have removed from the factory unit. And connect the plug back, which is at the back of the panel, which we removed in the beginning, which powers the cigarette lighter. Clip the panel back. And that's it. Let's turn on the car and see how does it work.
So with this unit, we popped in one of our HD wide-angle reversing cameras. Now, first things first, let's just pop this car in reverse and have a look at the reversing camera quality on this. Pop it. Perfect. So that is the reversing camera. have different settings for it and whatnot, so you can go through yourself and adjust however you'd like, but that is the reversing camera. Perfect. Now once we're out of reverse, we have all of our options. We have our radio right at the top. With the radio you have your different channels. Find a channel you like, hold on and save it, and then from here you can also access the equalizer settings to actually adjust the sound quality of your speaker system however you'd like. There is pages upon pages of adjustments you can do. So there we go, and from here you can adjust it or just put it on rock, which really complements the sound of the vehicle anyway. So let's put that, and your steering wheel controls are all compatible with the unit. So as you can see, all the steering wheel controls and mode and mute and whatnot will continue working. Then from here you have your video, which you can put in a hard drive of up to 500 gigabytes filled with videos, music, absolutely anything, and view it through the unit through this section. Then you got your inbuilt navigation system with iGo 2020 maps as of recently with the new units, which has all the GPS maps and functions and options, and you can search addresses, complete route customization, so you can turn on toll and turn off toll routes and highways completely however you'd like. It's picked up our signal, perfect. We're in Wirraway Drive right now. Whoops, there we go. And yes, right now it's on the American version, but you can change to kilometers or however you'd like. Then we got our settings right here to connect to Wi-Fi, internet and whatnot. With this unit you also get a 4G SIM card slot, so you can add in a SIM card and use data that way instead of hotspotting it all the time. Now we got our phone. Our phone is basically for Bluetooth. It's already connected to my phone once, but let's just reconnect it again. Give me one moment. Let's turn on my Bluetooth, tap that, and it just should pair up with my phone momentarily. So if we go to Bluetooth, scroll down, big boy's iLoad, we'll connect that up right away. Perfect, it has connected via my phone, and from here I can play any music I want. So let's go into my Spotify. Right now we're looking at the 2000s playlist I have. Turn up the sound from your phone, then you can adjust the volume of the unit itself through the steering wheel controls or the screen itself. There we go. And this is connected to all the speakers of the car, so you can adjust it however you'd like, as I showed you guys through the Bluetooth. Now you can also download your contacts with the Bluetooth by simply going to your Bluetooth on your phone, looking for your Bluetooth connection, giving it a moment, tapping sync contacts, a little download option, turning on sync contacts, selecting it again, and voila, we got all our contacts right here. Perfect. And you also have many other functions. If you go to the home page, you can look at your air conditioning controls here, which is not activated as of right now because you still got your manual AC controls that still work. And then you have your CarPlay application, you got your Google Play Store, so you can download things like YouTube, Netflix, Stan, whatever you'd like, onto the unit and stream off the unit as well. Now this is the iLoad unit. This is completely compatible with everything in the car, absolutely everything, so you don't need to stress about losing any functions whatsoever. The DAB, color, everything you need, including the AUX. So if you want to attach an AUX to the unit, we provide you with the RCA, so you can put in a AUX plug and take it to your phone, and there shouldn't be any problems. But yeah, so that is our iLoad unit and just some of the functions. I did not go through all the functions. That would take me more than a couple hours just to go through, but we provide you with a manual so you can take a look at all the different things this unit can do. This unit is perfectly suitable for your vehicle. It has many other options, but stock standard, you have everything you need for music, Bluetooth, radio, GPS. You don't need anything else but this unit in there, plus maybe a reversing camera. Have a lovely day, stay safe, and that's the iLoad unit. Check it out.